in this car.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi.
You got a flashlight or something?
Yes, I do.
I want to say, you is the best light I ever seen in a car, girl. Is your name Alexis?
Yes.
Okay. Alexis, where you calling us from?
Washington, D.C.
DC. I had so much fun in DC, child. How old are you, Alexis?
28.
28. What you do for a living?
I have 3 jobs. So my main job is I'm a cloud professional.
A
Then I
what?
also a cloud professional. So I'm in tech.
Okay.
I also work as a waitress, and I also own my own apartment building. So I own multiple Airbnbs.
You own most, and what else? You said you own Wendy's too?
I own my own apartment building.
Oh, okay. And you waitress.
Yeah.
So 3 jobs. You work in tech. You say you do cloud what?
I'm a cloud engineer.
Engineer. Okay. Okay. Alexis DC 28. You have any kids?
Nope.
No kids. What's your zodiac sign?
Capricorn.
Capricorn. You ever been married?
Nope.
Okay, never married. Let's do it. We got Alexis DC 28. No kids. She has 3 jobs. Cloud engineer. She's a waitress. Also owns her own apartment building. What kind of man you looking for? She's a Capricorn too. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I want a man that's a provider. I want a traditional man in a sense. So I want a man that pays the bills. I want a man that leads the household. If we're moving, we're moving. I just want a man's man. I also want somebody who likes to travel. I travel a lot, maybe 10 international countries a year. You don't have to travel as much, but just have an interest in traveling. I also want a man that's extremely honest. I mean, I feel like some people tell little white lies because they don't want to hurt your feelings or whatever the case may be. I'm very blunt, and I think I would want that kind of partner in return, someone who can be as transparent with me as I am with them. And I guess lastly, somebody romantic. I have not really had as much luck finding people who like to please. So I would like to find someone that's similar to what I can provide to somebody else.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Broke.
I'm sorry.
I'm pretty open. I know you can't have it all. So I don't care if you're that tall. As long as you 5'5", 5'6" or taller. I don't care if you're fat, skinny, short. You can't have it all. Looks, I'm willing to settle on. I cannot settle on what you bring to the table financially, and I cannot settle on too many kids. I can't do more than 2, and your kids cannot be under 10. Oh, and then anyone that's not ambitious. Like recently I matched with a doctor on a dating app, and I was just like, I said, what do you do? He's like, I'm a doctor. And he was just like, I was like, okay, so what's your goals? He was just like, oh no, I kind of blocked you because like, what do you mean what's my goals? Is a doctor not enough? I don't want somebody who's content with where they are. A doctor is being a doctor is amazing. I understand what you guys go through to get there, but why can't you want more? I guess.
All right, check this out. First of all, hit that like and subscribe button. Nothing's wrong with anything she said. That's all. Like your what you require from a man. That's all good. Now we're about to get to the biggest problem in America. The biggest problem with dating in America is about to come up.
Guess me having 3 jobs shows you that I'm never comfortable with being in one place.
Not being he need to run for the president. He's already a surgeon, and that ain't enough for you.
It's not a money thing more, so I guess it's an ambition thing. Yeah.
Well, let's start a couple things. I mean, I cracked up when you said broke. I don't know, the way you said it was just funny. What is broke to you?
Broke to me is living check to check. I try to live it where 10% of my income is spent on expenses and bills. If you out here 70% of your income goes towards your expenses, you're not somebody I want to talk to because you're living way beyond your means. I don't care if you're cheap. I don't care if you like, you know what, we can't go out this weekend because I need to save up some money. I need somebody that's fiscally responsible. Broke is broke. Like, you can't afford your car note. I had a guy's car get repo from my house. No, I don't deal with those kind of people. Broke is broke.
Is there a dollar amount to broke for you?
Ideally, I want somebody that makes more than me, so at least 200 or more.
First, God, let's pray. God, give me the strength, the wisdom to say the right things about this problem that we're facing in America and the problem that a lot of women in America has. Just give me just give me give me the guidance, God, in Jesus' name. Amen. This is the problem in America. You don't want to deal with the broke guy. Gotcha. But why does he have to make 200K alone? See, we know the answers to dating. We know the answers. The reason why there's a crisis in divorces, crisis in relationships, breaking ups and stuff. We already know the answer. We already know the answer why so many people are single. But we just don't care because we don't care to point it out. It's right. It's literally right there. 200K. She wants a man that's making 200K. That's 10% of the guys in America making 200K. And then she's talking about the doctor. What's wrong with the doctor? He's doing his thing. If I was a doctor, I don't give a damn what anybody say about what I'm doing. I love what I'm doing. I don't need to live up to somebody else's standard. 200K for what? What are you gonna buy? And then she's not even including her salary. Okay, so say if she's making 200K, so if you combine both of those incomes together, that's 400K together. You don't need that much money. And I think the problem is that she wants to spend his money and not her money. That's the problem. She wants to spend his money, not her money.
Okay. So 100K to you would be not enough.
No. Mm-mm.
No. Okay. So
Guys, that's 100K is enough. I don't care what she said. If you make it 100K, that's enough.
200K or more. Oh, child. Okay. So we got there early. Should he look a certain way?
No, I told you, physically, I don't really care. It looks fade. So, in 20, 30, 40 years, you're not going to look the way you did when I met you. So why do I care if you Denzel Washington?
Oh my God, here's another problem. She's literally just telling her herself. You said looks don't forever. Speaking of looks, ain't a woman's looks fade away when she gets older? Come on now. Please, please. I hope, man. Man, pray for a lot of sisters out there. Pray for a lot of women out there. This is like really pure craziness. Like, why? Why? See, we know the answers. The answers is right there. Yo, you know what? Let's just keep it rolling. I could say so much more, but let's just keep rolling.
I'm okay. As long as you don't have too many tattoos on your face, we all good to go.
Okay. We got to do the Kendra cam. I know you in the car, but we got to do the Kendra cam.
All right, hold on.
Oh, it's dark. I feel like you have a nice shade. Okay. But it's dark. It's hard to see you. Ooh.
Is that a BBL? She got a BBL, I think.
I can't hear you, baby. We can't hear you, boo. Ooh, she wants us to see this body.
Sorry. Yeah.
All right. Okay, yeah, you was walking and then
Yeah.
okay, what you got home?
No, I'm at work.
Oh, you were going to work.
Yes.
All right. Let's do it. Now the last question I asked you, we did the Kendrick Cam.
Yes.
Okay. So after the Kendrick Cam, okay. When was your last relationship?
11
Wait,
years
do you want
ago.
to do the Kendrick Cam now with some light?
Yeah, besides the trollers and the internet. Hold on. Can you do me a favor? Can you hold the phone real quick?
Okay, we see you. All right. If you just tuning in, this is
Huh?
Alexis DC, 28, Capricorn, no kids. A mom, yeah. You mom to three?
No, I
No.
have no children.
I'm sorry, that's the wrong person. What's your name again?
Alexis.
Yeah, I have you right.
No kids.
Oh, 3 jobs. I'm
3
sorry. Here we
jobs.
go. All right, I said 3, mom to 3. It's 3 jobs. All right, if you just tuned in, here we go. We have
Okay.
Alexis DC, 28, Capricorn. She has no kids, has 3 jobs, cloud engineer, a waitress, owns her own apartment building. You said correct? Or
Yes, that's correct.
no broke men. She made that clear. 200K is the preference. 100K is not enough.
Nope.
Okay. Now, when was your last relationship, Alexis?
11 years ago.
11? You've been single for 11 years?
You know how people go relationship to relationship to relationship? I kind of feel like that's what dating should be for. Like when I meet people and they be like, well, why are you and your ex break up? Well, it just didn't
That
work
wouldn't
out.
be
We weren't
11.
a
If
good
you go
fit.
relationship to relationship, that means the last one wouldn't have been 11
No,
years
no, no,
ago.
no. I'm speaking on other people, what they do.
Okay.
This is why I don't do it. I think dating should be the time when you're getting to know somebody. You're trying to figure out the red flags. If you're
One thing y'all notice that a problem with a lot of women in America is that they compare themselves to other people. They compare themselves to other people a lot of times, and this is why they can't really find the right person, is because they're comparing somebody else's experience with theirs. Just because somebody else is doing something, that doesn't mean you have to do it like them.
willing to accept those red flags, if you're willing to accept every part of them. When I get in the next relationship, I wanted to be somebody I'm willing to marry. And I don't see why that needs to be rushed. So,
Okay, I have a question. In those 11 years, are you having sex?
yes, I've dated people exclusively. I just haven't gotten to the point where I wanted to make them my boyfriend.
Okay, so dating exclusively means neither one of you guys date other people.
Correct.
So help me understand. Maybe I'm ignorant. Why would that not be a relationship if you're both just seeing each other?
I can still text other people. I just choose not. I can still go on a dates with other people. I just choose not to. And sometimes depends on who I'm dating. Some people I'll still date other people. Go out for a few dates. I'm just not actively sleeping with anyone else because I prefer to sleep with one person at a time. So
Okay.
I guess that's the difference. I don't answer to anybody.
Okay.
If I want to meet somebody, get their number, I can. I'm still single.
Okay. And
And you can too.
Okay. So my assumption is because I know you have a high salary request. Do all these men meet your 200K requirement?
Yes. It's
Okay.
pretty normal though in DC. DC incomes are higher, and I'm in tech, so everyone in my field pretty much makes at least 150 or higher.
So, oh Lord, another problem. Another one. Another one. Hmm. So if the people you work with is making that much money around you, why aren't you with them? Why aren't you with them? If it's pretty normal for people to be making 150K and above where you live at, why aren't you with them? Honestly, I don't know what to say, man. Just all you can do, just pray for a lot of women in this country.
This is true. Now I want to ask this question. But you also said that these dating experiences never grew to a committed relationship. Why not?
I think because I feel like the dating pool has a little bit of pee in it, and I feel like sometimes people like to ignore red flags, and I've ignored a few. I'll get with somebody, and Sexually, it's not cutting it for me, and I'll keep dating them, knowing I wouldn't marry this person, or it'll be something where I've dated people who were financially not on the same page as me. Trying to help them. So I've helped them get new jobs. I'll do resumes, help them do interviews, and then I realized that some people just aren't meant to make a lot of money. I help them.
So the problem is the money. You talking about there's a lot of pee in the dating pool. The problem is that's the problem. Let's just forget this money standard. Leave this alone. God, leave, bro. This is why a lot of women in America is gonna be single. A lot of them. Like, this is crazy, man.
Get these jobs, and then all of a sudden they start acting funny. I I just feel like you have to be aligned, and I haven't really felt anybody that was on the. I haven't really met anyone that I was on the same page with. But I'm patient, so I've just been traveling and doing me. I'm not hurt, but I guess that's the reason why it's so easy for me to do the non-committed thing, because I would be a little bit more offended if these are my boyfriends. These not my boyfriends. They are people I enjoy for the season, and I'm moving on.
Now let me ask you this, because there's some women who enjoy dating the way you date, don't necessarily really have a goal of marriage or a committed relationship with one person. Do you feel as though is that your goal? Like, do you want to be married? I mean, it's not a bad thing if you don't, but I'm just curious because it seems like you rather just continue to date instead of locking in with one person.
No, I would like to lock in one person. I just don't want to settle. I'm not gonna like I've met amazing men.
So you don't want to settle. That means marriage is not. It's not on the line. She doesn't want to be married. She wants to get together with a man so she can use the money, take advantage of the money, and not really date like marrying. And this is why a lot of women, particularly, man, this makes them look really bad. Especially, I know some black women talk just like this. Maybe a lot of them talk just like this. And this is ridiculous. This is why so much corruption going on right now, and family court and child support and dating right now and stuff. This is why. This is the reason why. This is why a lot of women are going to be single for a long time. And this, man, it just everything she said in the beginning, like as far as the standards and all of that, like the standards were good until she got to the money part, and then that's where she fell, she fumbled the ball right there.
And who just didn't meet my income requirements. I got too many goals I have for myself to be with somebody that I have to build up, or who just comfortable being where they are. I want something serious, but I don't want to settle. Like,
So settling to you is being in a committed relationship with a man that makes less than 200K?
settling for me is being with somebody that put their hands on you, being someone that lies to you, being someone
What are you talking about, man?
who has too many kids, being with anybody who isn't on the same page as you. And that's just not for me. That's for men too. I'm not asking you to settle. Like, I've had men not be interested because I wear makeup or I wear wigs. Everybody has their own preference. Settling for me is
Listen, guys, if a woman is not going to settle with you, just let her go. Let her go and let her be for the streets. If she wants to stay, just dating, then let her just do her own thing, man. It's just ridiculous right now, man. I don't know.
just not, you're not meeting my non-negotiables. You're not doing what your career isn't where it needs to be. Or you got too many kids, or you lie too much, or you don't want to travel. The last guy I dated long term didn't want to travel internationally at all. Vacation to him is like going to Florida. And I like to go around the world. I don't think there's nothing wrong with wanting somebody who wants to travel too. It's small things. And those small things usually is what it
That's
disconnects.
not okay. Hold on.
You
Let me.
don't need to travel all the time, man. Maybe like a couple, like 2 or 3 times throughout the year. You don't need to continue to travel unless you work and stuff, and your job requires you to travel. But this all this traveling stuff, you don't need to keep traveling to place to place to place every week, every month. You don't need to, man. Like, bro. Like so many people are just so focused on the money, what they can spend, and it just you can spend all much money as you want, and it's not going to satisfy you. It's not going to satisfy your spirit. It's not going to satisfy you at all. You're just going to continue to spend.
Let me jump in. These are not small things. I think this is where it's not a small thing, honey. And also, I'm not God. I'm gonna start off before I start, let me say I'm not God. So I can never say absolute anything. But you do have to understand the man that you're describing is a 1% man that can make the salary requirement, could afford to travel around this world, could give you great sex. I think you had a kid requirement.
No more than 2 children.
Okay, no more. You did now. You don't have an attraction requirement. So that's a grace area. So he can have the income and not the money, but he still got to have good sex. So
There's something going on with her, with one of those girls' phone. Something going on with that connection. Something's going on with there. It's not on my end.
I'm gonna assume that whatever. We'll leave it there.
I
But
can settle on that too. I'm be honest, in today's generation, I can
or you
settle
can
with
settle
that.
on the sex.
I can settle with that too.
Okay, so you're willing to settle in the area. So really for you, so now let's just go to the commitment. So you just want this man that makes this requirement to be exclusively committed to you as well, correct?
Yes. And
Okay,
someone thoughtful, someone caring.
okay. And although you've dated these men, you just never been in a committed relationship with one.
Correct.
So just hypothetical. Let's just say your experience will always just be dating. Like you get these men who meet your wonderful requirements that you can date for a period of time. And then after a while, you learn for whatever reason it's not going to go to the committed relationship. And then you go on to the next man that meets all those requirements. Are you fine with that? Or does having a husband and having a family, is that
Having
important
a
to you?
having a family is important to me. So
Okay.
ideally, that's why I'm pretty focused. I don't really waste my time on people that I feel like
If having a family is important to you, then why you don't want to settle? Help me make that make sense, please.
it won't be long term. I'm quick to cut somebody off because I don't want to waste your time and I don't want to waste my time. So I know what I want. So I won't even let it get to the first date if we're not on the same page. I don't need to waste your money, waste your time. So
Right.
that's how I
I
look at it.
think I think women that because you say you date these men, so I'm gonna put you in this category. Women who get to date men who make high salaries, it's like a gift and a curse because, like, I'll give an example. I met this young lady. I mean, gorgeous. She was freaking gorgeous. And when I was in Atlanta at iFest, there was a private dinner, and she was talking to me. She's like, "I want to be in a relationship." She was 26. I mean, she was drop dead gorgeous. And she was saying she was currently dating a guy in France, and he flies her to France once a month. And I'm like, girlfriend, it is going to be so hard for a regular guy to date you because you're used to people flying you to France,
I don't.
once a month. That's going to be crazy for a guy to say, "I'm going to take you out to dinner." You're like, where? In
I
Africa?
will say I don't compare men to other men, just the same way I don't want to be compared to other women. I think it's unfair and nobody can ever close that gap.
Do you compare? But I'm talking about experience, not necessarily the men. So can you
No.
still be can you still be wowed by the experience? Because if you have this major experience from this man, it might not be the man, but if this man was able to give you a certain amount of experience, now it was dating, wasn't necessarily a relationship. Would it be settling for you for a man that can offer you the relationship, but maybe financially can't do the things that the guy that had the money could? Would that be settling to you?
No. I kind of, I come from humble beginnings. So if I met a man who was clear at 200,000, no extra, no, he can't go internationally as much as I do, then I will compromise. I think that's my biggest, I guess, positive that I'm willing to compromise. If I need to move, if we can't go on a date this week because he needs to save or he needs to work, I'm willing to adjust. I feel like in today's dating world, when there are beautiful women everywhere, I don't compare myself to other people because you can't. Just like there are many of me, many attractive women, a lot of women built like me. So I try to just adjust and go with the flow. I just need a man that's willing to communicate and let me know when I need to make adjustments.
Okay, fair enough. So you have some paid questions before I get to them. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I'm not going to answer.
Okay, 3 flaws you have to work on.
I could stop ignoring red flags. I could also, I could be not as ambitious, and I also could be not as outspoken as I am. I don't have a filter.
We know the answers to the problems of dating. We just don't care. We just don't care about it. And this is, this is the problem too. It's like, some people wonder why, you watch on the news and you watch why there's so many like single gatherings, but you see all women, but you don't see the men there. I mean, there might be some, but a lot of men ain't showing up to these single events. There's a lot of men starting to get away from the dating market, the dating apps. You don't see a lot of men going there because it's not benefiting the men. It's no longer benefiting the men no more. Because with these requirements right here, this is the reason why a lot of people is going to be single and by themselves and stuff and buying cats and dogs and all of that stuff. Because this is the problem. This is the main problem right here, man. And the 6 feet height requirement too. I'm not saying her, but the 6 feet height requirement is the problem too. You got to look a certain type of way, and this is the problem right here in society. And people don't care, man.
Sure.
Okay. And now, do you want the paid questions before I read any?
Kendra, I have a quick question. Is there any way I can join later?
You have to go. Why is that?
I have to go for a meeting at work just for like 10 minutes, but they want me to leave like right now.
Well, I don't know how much later we're going to be on the show. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
I am. It's Alexis White is my name. I don't know. I think I might change it because I don't want my government name up there, but right now it's Alexis White.
Okay, I'm not sure how much longer. I got somewhere to be, child. I got life too, girl.
I'll quickly answer your questions. What's the questions?
Well, no. Well, first, I would like to give your contact just in case. Well, answer this. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I'm gonna skip past the money part. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna skip past the look part. It doesn't matter.
No, the money does matter because you just said it in the beginning. It did matter. You wanted a guy making 200K. Come on now, let's be for real.
No, why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
No, I'm about to answer the question. I try not. I'm trying to do better at not focusing on looks or money because it doesn't matter to a man that's a quality man.
So why did you said it in the beginning? Lord have mercy. God.
To me, I would
I
say,
think looks matter to a quality man. I think attraction begins with everybody,
yeah,
men and
but
women.
I think there's so many attractive women that I don't think it's really a plus anymore. It's not something to put in a win column. There are beautiful women everywhere.
Yeah, but if you want a 200 plus K man, attraction is gonna be the first thing I mean, it won't keep him potentially. I see what you're saying, but he's gonna have to be attracted to you.
Yeah, I get it, but I guess I'm very honest. I won't ever lie to them. I am a provider, so whether or not he wants me to continue to work, and my goal is to build something with my partner, financially, businesses, whatever the case may be. And I guess the hugest thing is,
All right, guys, listen, man. This is the problem, the main problem in dating in America. This is why a lot of people it's just not worth it to find love anymore. Like it's just completely done. It's completely destroyed. And listen, man. I hope y'all having a blessed day. Y'all stay safe, man. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button too. I love y'all. Peace.